The COVID-19 threat is postponing jury trials and the remaining court proceedings are conducted virtually. But a prominent Beaumont lawyer says defense attorneys are left without protection. KFDM's Angel San Juan joins us tonight in the studio to explain. Angel.
Marcia Norman is a longtime criminal defense attorney in Jefferson County. She's worried about the COVID-19 threat because defense attorneys must still meet with their clients in person at the Jefferson County Jail, even though judges, prosecutors, and other court staff members can take part in hearings through video conferencing. Norman wants the risk rectified. This is the courtroom of the COVID-19 era in Jefferson County. Proceedings taking place through video conferencing, making sure everyone is socially distant while keeping the wheels of justice turning.
The constitutional rights of defendants, especially those that are in custody, are really a huge priority. We have worked tirelessly with the judges, with our technology department, with the jail to do the best we can to continue working, but make it still as safe as we can for everyone.
But in this case, Beaumont attorney Marcia Norman says the scales of justice are weighing against defense lawyers. That's why she's hired employment attorney David Schleicher to represent her.
Her job is to defend people who cannot defend themselves because they are in jail. And she can't do that adequately if she's got to be worried that her being at the jail is going to expose her to COVID-19.
Schleicher says Norman and other defense lawyers are still required to show up at the Jefferson County Jail in person to meet with their clients.
So it increases everyone's risk, and this is why the prosecutors aren't there in person, why the judges aren't there in person, and why other counties in the area have figured out how to make sure the criminal defense attorneys are not there either.
Raquel West and Johnny Stevens are the two criminal court judges for Jefferson County. Both of them say they've recently visited the jail themselves.
I went out there when it was set up because I wasn't going to ask anyone to do anything that I didn't think was safe. It's a room where they see the defendant through a plexiglass. They don't pass anything. We have separate documents, separate tablets, computer tablets for them to work from.
Judge Stevens credits Sheriff Zena Stevens and her staff with safety precautions that have resulted in no COVID cases in the jail.
Putting the virus aside, it's as safe as it was before, essentially. And business has to be conducted at the jail with the attorneys and the staff members. And we are very confident that the jail authorities are keeping a secure and safe environment.
Schleicher maintains Jefferson County can and should allow court proceedings without an attorney having to physically go to the jail.
For example, right now you're in Beaumont and I'm in Waco, and we did this with about 3 minutes of equipment set up. So surely the county, with its additional resources, can figure out how to get it done.
But the judges say the constitutional rights of the defendants can't be ignored.
Paperwork that they're signing has to do with rights that they're giving up. It has to do with the plea bargain, and the defense attorney is the one who has to go over that with them. We can't use bailiffs, for instance, to help them do paperwork because they have a right to an attorney-client privilege. So they can't talk about things in front of other people. That's the one thing that we're doing our best to solve, but without them really being there, I'm not real sure that we're tweaking this as we go, but that part of it, you have to go, really. I don't know a way around it.
Still, the judges say they are willing to work on a solution, and so is Sheriff Stevens.
I don't have all the answers. I don't want anybody to get sick, not an attorney. Most of these attorneys who live in our community or even friends of mine. I don't want attorneys to get sick. I don't want the inmates to get sick, and I certainly don't want our employees to get sick. So whatever we can do to minimize that, we're trying to do.
Norman's attorney says the Texas Supreme Court is on her side, having ordered that anyone taking part in hearings at this time should be allowed to do so remotely. Norman says she will be allowed to Zoom video conference into next week's docket, but she will not be satisfied until all defense attorneys can meet with their clients through video and not be required to go to the jail. Tiffany?